Okay, I think we're set up. Hello. My name is Laddie, and we already have how many viewers? I can't see where to look. We have 4 viewers, I think. And apparently, I'm here all alone. So I need someone else to join. 13 viewers. Okay, that's more than what I thought it would be. Okay, let's queue up some games. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait until maybe Elad gets in here, or someone that is better at talking about StarCraft than I am. Considering it's 5:40 a.m. in the morning and I have not had my coffee yet, which is a problem because my favorite cafe does not open for another 50 minutes. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that is a real shame. Okay. Hey lad, where are you? I need you. Get grounded coffee. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true. I'm just a bit like I like my uh thing. Oh wow. 8 months. Nice. I like my morning routine. Hey, that'd be worth streaming. I'll do lines of coffee off my desk. It'll probably get more viewers that way. Yeah, actually, I have to agree. Sometimes I go down the cafe uh, and I actually end up getting worse coffee than I could make myself. But at least I got out of the house. Sure, no problems, dude. What do we got here? I'll queue up. Let's queue up some games. So that one's from Merc, and he says, "How to lose every battle and win the war." This one's also from Merc, "Strike fast and hard." And then T has suggested one here. Cool. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Nice. Hello, good evening, everybody, or good 4 a.m. for some of us who live in the edge of the world. You know, if Vladi takes a few steps to the left from his house, he falls off the edge of the world. That's literally how far away he is right now.
That's right. They pay us not to tell you guys, but the world is flat, and I'm on the very edge of it.
No. The world is round.
Oh, sorry,
Like a
round.
coin. Like a coin. Like a coin.
Spud.
What's up, man?
Spud. Is it Spud?
Hey,
Spud
Spud.
like a potato? Or
Spude.
Spud? Spude.
Spude. Right?
Spude.
Yeah, yeah. In Finnish, it's spudde.
Spude.
Spude. That's different to what I would have thought.
It doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a random name.
Oh, cool.
Oh, really?
The best
I was. Yeah, like Laddie.
Yeah. Elad, is that your real name?
That is my real name, yes.
Okay. You're not quite as creative as the rest of us.
Well, I could have, like. I don't know. Dlopi Fildo wasn't a good name, I think. So I had to give it up. I'll write it in chat. Yeah.
You do have
Dlopi
no tilt
Fildo.
TV. I guess.
No tilt field TV. Yeah. But that's from my my poker days. I needed a constant reminder to not tilt, to stay on my A game, and
Oh, yeah.
and yeah. So that's the reasoning for that name.
That makes sense. How'd you come up with Loppy Fildo?
Lopifildo.
Yes.
I saw that. I think someone played HOTS with me using that name, and Lopifil. Yeah, I'm getting corrected. No, that's the idea. That Lopifildo. Yeah, and it's like, okay, there is another name I think you guys are gonna like. Rivers of Seaman. Yep.
I thought you said Reavers, as in like Reaver.
Mm,
No, it was
like that.
Rivers. Rivers, but
Yeah, no.
they're seamen. Well, that doesn't make sense, though, does it? If they're
It doesn't make
Reavers.
sense, but it's a legit non-dirty word in English, or dirty phrase or whatever.
Let's see. I would have thought maybe oceans of seamen.
That's
would
actually
be-
also good. Like showers of oceans of semen. Yeah, we're going deep here.
Anyway, I'll skip to the next match, and we'll see what we have in store.
Tig Biddies. I see somebody here watched Solar Opposites, which is a very recommended TV show, cartoon TV show from the creators of Rick and Morty.
Oh,
Tig
okay.
Tig Old Biddies, and it's like about a bunch of. I'm going to okay, spoilers alert, but I promise you will still enjoy it, even if I'm saying that. It's about a bunch of aliens that come to Earth and crash on Earth, and they have to fix their ship and stuff, and it takes time. So for the time being, they assimilate with us, with the Earthlings. So at some point, they see one of their neighbors. Okay, at some point, one of their neighbors invites them to his man cave. Let me write it down. Man cave. Okay, that's how they perceive it. Man cave, and in that man cave, there is a Tig Old Biddies sign that he stole from a Tiddy's bar. So they decide they want to have a man cave of their own, and they can't find a Tig Old Biddies sign, so they settle for a Tig Old Bix, I think. Tig Old Bix.
Seems like
That
the
sign.
first game is this one that Merc queued up where he's humiliating me.
Yeah. Wait, so do you know what happens in this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one which where I sort of like, what the hell are my units doing? By SCV is doing there, by the way.
I have no idea.
I was canceling some buildings, but yeah, the my units are sort of chasing around, or because he sort of builds all around the map different stuff, and then he's flying around with air units, like individual air units at a certain point, and my army is just grouped together chasing them, and then I lose eventually.
Ah, that's classic bot behavior.
Yeah.
So hopefully the website holds up.
So how? I'm sorry. Say again.
I was saying, hopefully the website holds up because it's sort of dying a bit at the moment.
Yeah, and the timing could not have been worse. I mean, like I had so much time to dedicate to it in the last couple of months, and now it starts to act up. When by the way, I started a new job, and most of
Oh,
my
yes.
time, yeah, well, you know that, laddie. And most of my time goes to that. Right now, I'm studying pretty complex infrastructure, and that's the reason I'm spending less time on AI Arena right now. And I expect it to be like that for at least a month, or something like that.
Which is sad for us, but exciting for you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's about time you did something around here, laddie, right?
Yes, true. Yeah, I've been slacking, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to make up for it.
yeah, you should, because if you don't push like 20 commits a day, you're slacking.
This is an
That's true.
interesting attack with 4 axes from Merc. I didn't even know. I'm not sure if this is the game I watched, but this is pretty
What is
interesting.
this?
He's landing the
Right?
Yeah, I love the attitude of that bot. It's like somebody holding a middle finger and walking right into your home while the middle finger is up, and like, yeah, I'm going to set my tent right here in the middle of your living room, right? And
This
then and
is what they call a 5 racks rush.
Oh yeah, but he came with the Marines up the natural ramp and they died, and then after that he floated the Raxes up. This is pretty. But now my army is
know why.
attacking right now, so I don't remember what happens here.
I mean, is this intentional that he's floating the barracks over to you?
I think well, he might be maybe he wanted to float them back to his base, but it might be intentional because he does some crazy things, or probably
Yeah,
it
he
is
does.
intentional.
yeah, I think it's intentional. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
See,
most of
Actually,
the
maybe the idea is that because he attacks with like lots of Marines, that if he wins, it's sort of style points that he breaks through with the Marines and then lands the Raxes in the main. That's sort of style points.
yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, I think this is what happens. These liberators start harassing, and then I just run back, and then I eventually lose.
Lost Lucidity, thank you, man. Yeah, I was fishing for a job for a while, and I'm very picky. I'm not an easy person to work with, in a sense of a big corporation. It just doesn't work with me. So I was really waiting for the right thing to come up, and I really think it did. I'm really happy with my new job.
yeah, that liberator cleared out that mineral line.
I don't see how Chaos Bot is even competing on winning this, but
You underestimate the stupidity of my bot. Like essentially what happens is that if you attack with individual units, I never end up killing his buildings myself because I'm running around like after those units.
This reminds me of Ketrock's bot that sort of got stuck in defense mode when it had, I think, was doing really well against Spiny and Probots, and had it attacked, it would have just won, but it never got around to it.
Yeah, although I don't think I even have a like I don't I don't think I have a condition that it should always prioritize defending, but it just sort of happens to select the units in a way that runs back.
Mm.
What's the upgrade on the battle cruisers? Because battle cruisers maxed out, Marines doesn't do anything to that. I mean,
Oh.
it's like it can tank Marines for days, but I think it's not maxed out.
I wonder why I don't have any air units. Did they die somewhere? Or like I don't have Medivacs or Viking, so oh, there's some Viking.
By the way, I'm adding trophies to the website as we speak. I'll link you guys some of them.
Oh, you're also coding while we stream. Nice.
Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't be just me for an hour on the stream.
Well, since this is the first chance I actually get to talk to you since like for at least a week, I think, or I don't know how long. I think I have. We're gonna talk shop here for a minute, guys. So sorry. I think I have an idea to solve the website instability. I asked you to review a pull request, a draft of a pull request, Laddie, if you can get a chance to look at it.
Ah, cool.
Basically, our own mechanism of throttling the requests to make sure they don't overload the server.
So what requests are coming? Because there
My
was not
theory
much
right
load.
now, my theory right now is it's a combination of things. Like the competition model is connected to a bunch of other models, so that's every query for a competition is actually a few joins in SQL, which stresses the database. At least I think that's my theory, but
Okay.
we can
Traditionally,
get back.
it's been the queries, I think, that are run when trying to decide which match is next for the arena clients to run. So it's not usually just general browsing that's the issue. Although at the moment I've turned all the arena clients off, and I think we're still getting downtime. So not really sure what's with that.
Yeah,
So
but
it could be something else.
I don't think this happened when the season was ending, like less than a
No, it
month ago.
didn't.
It
Yeah.
did not happen when the season was ending.
Yeah,
So
it started 2 weeks
started
ago.
happening after we rolled out the. It started happening after we rolled out the new version with the competitions, and also when we moved our production stack to Rancher. I don't know which is related, or if
although
even one of the. Yeah,
note that
Larry,
the
go ahead.
website didn't get moved to Rancher. The website's still running the same as it was. So I think the main things that changed were the we deployed the competitions update so we can have multiple competitions on the website, and sc2ai.net got pointed at our server. So it might simply just be that the website's not equipped to handle so much traffic, but I need to
Not
look into that.
Oh, that
Let's say
actually, we could. Yeah, that could be it, and we can solve it by migrating the website to Kubernetes as well. Then it will just be like load balanced automatically, depending on how much stress it takes.
Potentially, yeah.
Like it will spin up more containers when there are a lot of requests.
Watermaster, we're hosting on bare metal at the moment. It's in a VM, but like it's servers that we run ourselves. But I'm not much of a sysadmin, unfortunately. It was set up by a sysadmin originally, and that's why it is like it is, I guess.
I think the reason I think I eventually lose this is that Merck he also blocked my fourth and fifth base with a Widow Mine, and it doesn't trigger that I should sort of clear them. Probably because the SCV dies when going there,
Oh,
and it doesn't, like, it only triggers when the, like, if it actually tries building and it's blocked somehow with the burrowed unit or something, but if it just dies, it doesn't trigger, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, it's still continuously trying to build.
That should then, I should then send units to clear it, but I don't know.
well, yeah, Chaosbot is aggressively taking over the map, which is, yeah, I can see how that can be a problem for you.
But I mean that I'm not able to take those bases. Oh, now I'm clearing it. I don't know why it lasted so long. But yeah, I'm not moving out yet. I'm just running around behind, like chasing individual units, like this marine and stuff. There's different units everywhere and running around.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's a logic thing. Makes sense. So, am I the only one that's having trouble with buffering the stream right now? I think my net connection is really laggy right now.
Mine's fine.
Yours fine? Yeah. I don't see. Oh, now I see. Now I see. Chaosbot is slowly becoming a powerhouse.
Yeah, he actually has a
Which
new
is
build that I saw, that which is sort of very fast battle cruisers, and then it's sort of doing a loop inside the main and shooting stuff. It's sort of, again, doing it with style, and it's like, against me at least, it hits like before I have enough units to kill it. Even though I have a Viking and some Marines and stuff, but it's still killed those units. That is this sort of, like, I, I want, like, is, like, I wonder if there is a bot that sort of deals with this sort of stuff very well. That, of course, like bots like Micro Machine and so on, they win before it gets to this kind of point. But it's sort of, like, I think it's sort of tricky to,
probably right.
yeah, but it's sort of tricky to sort of, well, first you don't sort of maybe think about, like, because most bots don't play in this sort of a way later on, and also, but it's sort of tricky to, um, like, I was thinking about this sort of, like, how would I want the army to behave if there's like different units everywhere, and it's sort of, I didn't really, like, it didn't seem so simple to have some simple clause to figure it out, because, like, if you send units everywhere, then your main army is weak, and then when do you decide that you just leave it be and go kill his buildings and so on? It's not so.
Yeah. That's why I think it's
Yeah. I think
useful.
you
I think it's useful to have some sort of I don't know, harassment because of that.
squads.
If you
Yeah.
have, yeah, if you've got just like maybe a medivac that goes and attacks them constantly, if they've got no defense, then you're just going to end up winning because of that.
Yeah, it's, in many ways it's easier to figure out ways to attack rather than to sort of defend properly and then slowly win.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to sort of have some sort of a proper way of dealing with this.
Gentsi seems to be able to split his army fairly well, at least from what I've seen in
Yeah,
Probox.
Genzi
Hey, Crip.
is scary. Hey,
Yeah.
Crypt, what's up, man? No, I'm serious. Genzi is taking the scripted level to new places it's never been before.
Mm.
Yeah, my
I'm
Probots game is against Gensi. I was working on it this weekend and it didn't go so well. I had some ideas that they worked okay, but then I was like, it was just okay. Like I was doing some, like for example, Medivac drop to his main and to lure his army away from position and then attacking his third and stuff like this. But like it's a bit risky to do it because like he has a cyclone in base, so like I have to sort of maneuver the Medivac correctly to actually land the drop, and like it's a bit
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be pretty dangerous.
yeah, and then also
and I think he also
if I lose to Gensi, I have against the loser of Micro Machine and Anibot, and Anibot is just sitting in main with like 5 cyclones, so the drop wouldn't do anything, so I would have to not use it against him. So yeah. So I didn't
yeah,
put
and
it on.
why not? I would have loved to see like new maneuvers attempt.
Well,
It's
because
very
I
difficult to
was
get
trying
right.
to
Yeah.
choose the strategy that has the best chance of winning. I didn't think it was because the drop worked okay when I was testing it, but then the question is also that what to do with the rest of the army. That like I was sort of trying to, okay, I wait here, and then when the drop lands, then I move somewhere, and then but it's a bit sort of iffy to like it's easy to screw up completely.
Yeah, I'm sure it needs a lot of polishing and refining. There are a lot of tiny decisions to make. That each one, if you make the wrong decision, everything you worked for, like in this queue of actions, is just trashed. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and also another with bots, of course, the tricky thing, like you can't really like you can it's sort of hard to surprise them with the drop, that if they see it, like if something else is happening on the map, it doesn't matter for the bots. So like if they have any units in main, then it's just doomed.
Yeah, I think the best way to beat Gensi is probably through some early pressure, because like once he builds up to his like army that he's going for, you're pretty much lost at that point, unless you've got like the gold late game of Micro Machine, and that can win. But yeah, Gensi is very scary at the moment.
Mm. Yeah, true.
Oops.
I think we can move to next game now. I've lost.
Nukes, guys.
Give me a sec. I'll move it on.
I forgot how to pop out Twitch chat. I'm trying to like watch it on YouTube and be in Twitch chat, but it's just stronger than me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like you can use an
There
IRC
used to
client.
be a way to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. See, when I used to do the streaming for the tournament, like I did used to use IRC chat for a while, but then OBS got the Twitch chat installed locally, so I use that now. It's still good that you can connect via IRC.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, this was another game that Merc queued up where I think he probably beats GNC. I don't know what happens in this.
Interesting.
But also like about GNC, he actually is attacking first with like he has a one base attack in TVT, which he expands behind it, but he attacks with like Reapers, Hellions, a Medivac, and a Liberator.
Yeah.
And he sort of, I don't know exactly how he decides where the units go, but he's sort of dropping the Hellions in main.
Yeah, that's another thing that you could kind of rely on Jency to do, was he wouldn't really attack a lot early, so you could kind of be a bit more greedy. But now he's kind of like shored that up.
Yeah,
And
but
he
those
does a
days
lot
are
more,
over, I think.
yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
not
well,
really
I
a
think
weakness.
I think my sort of, well, I had for a long time I was sort of doing that. I essentially had an attack that went after his third, which worked okay, but then that's sort of it's also sort of tricky to not screw it up. That if the ideal situation would be that I just kill the third and get out,
Yeah,
and then like I often sort of get baited into like the tanks start firing or the Ravens start throwing some like anti-armor missiles, and then my bio starts running in, and like it's a bit tricky.
yeah,
So now I'm sort of I'm just not like I'm like essentially there's a like if the armies fight on some open ground for some reason that they meet somewhere in the middle, then I have a pretty good chance. But then if it's sort of siege line against siege line, then I'm going to lose.
yeah.
Yeah.
He does really well with maneuvering his tanks around in such battles. Like, it's,
Yeah,
really
and
good.
especially the like controlling his air units and how they give
Raven
vision and that stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
and he
definitely.
disables with Ravens and he uses Liberators. He has a lot of support. He makes it really hard to break. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so in this game, Merc just won the game with a single Liberator, it seems. Oh, what happened? Again, it just doesn't have anything at home, I guess.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah,
Right, I missed exactly what happened.
yeah. It looks
Yeah.
Me
like
too,
it's
but
just
there are two Liberators that are going to town.
yeah. I mean, I'd like to see the kills on those liberators, but that's probably quite a few.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah, I'm not.
HQ actually no, he's got a lot of energy. Why is he not muling? Oh, there he goes. He did mule.
Yeah.
He does, but they just it's a magic trick.
Guys.
Yeah.
One of those magic tricks.
Yeah, you want to see a mule disappear? 1 second. Ta-da! Yeah, that's how it works.
Wait, is that a turret that Chaos Bot is building?
A turret?
It just built a
Yeah,
turret
it is.
in
The
Wow.
ta-da! Now you see it, now you don't. Yeah. And now for my next trick. I
So are
love
the barracks
the
down to the south, south east on the map. Are those barracks down there?
Chaos Bot
Yeah.
builds his buildings everywhere, always. Might be like he often has fusion
Guys,
cores and everything around the map.
he's got base there as well, actually.
But we can probably
What
move on. The game is
Yeah.
done.
Well, I would like to know how they do that trick where they make a mule disappear.
No one knows. It's a The secret.
It's a trade secret, right? Yeah. One day I'll figure it out. That turret. I
He like attack the mule as it's coming down through the air. Does it count as an aerial unit for the brief second while it's being landed? That would be cool.
That would sort of be cool, yeah.
This should be a fun one.
So how have you guys been lately? We haven't spoken in a while, I think. At least
No.
from my perspective. How are you, Crypt? I know you're busy lately with
Yeah, I've just been taking some time away and like, yeah, got a load of RL stuff I need to deal with. It's yeah, but it's been bloody cold. Like we're stuck in snow and ice and everything. It's like, but it's
yeah,
okay. We
you
don't have
live
to go
you live
anywhere.
in you know it's literally sunny over here. I'm like
I hate
I'm
you. All right,
I'm
next
walking
winter. Yeah, next winter I'll come to
next
stay with
winter.
you.
What? Sure.
It was also sunny
Sure.
here.
I
The few previous days. It's just like minus 10 degrees or something, but it was sunny for a few hours at least.
well, here it's sunny in a sense that I can walk with a t-shirt outside during the day. Right now it's cold. It's nighttime, but during the day I'm very comfortable with the t-shirt. Like it's
I
not
mean,
cold or anything.
I could walk with a t-shirt outside, but I wouldn't get very far. Actually, it's probably
Yeah.
some locals probably do. Sort of like in Newcastle way.
And
Yeah.
you know, here we are not prepared for weather like you have over there in the UK. Like I think our entire country is going on hold if the roads become covered with ice. Like we have no means of dealing with that because it doesn't happen here. So if that should happen, like it's just shuts down the country. Nobody can drive anywhere.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty pointless your country buying like 100 snowplows or something. You know,
Yeah,
wouldn't really make much sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, if that
Yeah.
were to happen, like our economy is going to collapse. Like
Yeah.
nobody will be able to start a car and drive anywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
So what's going
I'll
on in
go
this
through it.
game?
It looks like here has got kind of like got all the workers down anyway. That's some pretty really nice composition there. Yeah, those zealots are doing work at the back. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Road
I
strategy
really
is a pretty
like
good thing. It's-
Tier's style.
Yeah. Yeah, Tier always comes up with some fun tactics.
Yep, I like how the units complement each other. I like how each unit has a role. Like those zealots are clearly going for workers as they should. I think it's the best way to use them to get like as much value as you can out of them.
Yeah.
And the sentry is providing a shield for the combat unit. Let's call them that. Not right now, but when it has energy for that.
I'd like to see some more immortals
I
with that though. A couple of immortals will just tear through that army of Spiny, but
yeah, definitely.
he's got one there.
I don't think I don't think Tyr has a chance at this point. Spiny ramped up too high. And
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's only like 3 bases to 4, so I don't think it's that bad. Look at the worker count; it's still pretty much even. So I don't think Tyr is out of this by a long way.
Well, Spiny has only one direction from this point, which is
Yeah,
ramping up very fast. Like he's set up to do that.
yeah.
He can
So
expand. He can do anything. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I like this warp prism micro that Tyr is doing, but it doesn't seem to be saving the immortals that fast, unfortunately. It's beating them back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it better for the Protoss army to start a step backwards away from the Roach army?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, to kite back. Yeah.
It really
Curious.
depends actually, because like immortals possibly not so much because they have a shorter range, but also do a lot more damage and take less damage
Mm.
from the roaches. Whereas if you've got sort of like the Stalkers, you probably want to be doing the starter step and probably with the Colossus as well.
Yeah.
This army needs zealots. It needs a mass of zealots
Yeah.
to tank the front.
Yeah.
I see Tyr is making zealots right now, so that's good
Yeah.
because it was lacking.
Yeah, but
Slady, did
that
you just? I'm.
that's a
Once.
huge amount of roaches there. Like, oh god, that is a lot of roaches.
Yeah, a fuck ton of roaches. That's the number.
Metric fuck ton or
Yeah.
Imperial fuck ton?
Bad place to fight.
Yeah. Oh god, that's
Elad,
not too bad.
T needs your map analyzer.
Yeah.
Spiny is using it.
Ah, clearly that's why. Oh, actually, this isn't a great fight for Spiny either.
Oh, the problem is, I think there was a few Ravagers in there throwing down biles as well. Was there? Did I see?
Yeah, I saw at least
Yeah.
one, I thought.
Yeah, that's the only issue I have with Spiny. It's very stubborn when it comes to Roach Ravager. It
Yeah.
tends to just go Roach Ravager and that's it.
Yeah.
I think it could have had like 6 mining bases at this point. It could have teched to Hive, getting Vipers, abducting those Immortals or Colossus, or even Broodlords or something like that. You know, I think it had the resources and the time to get there
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, where is the production tab? I'll log in and enable it.
You're okay. Nice, thanks. Like a couple of Vipers.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't he just abduct those Colossus over the wall, like into creep, and one shot them with your roaches.
Yeah. There's a few Hydras coming out now as well, but that's not really going to do much for him, I don't think.
Not against Colossus. Yeah, no,
Uh,
not really.
Colossus and Zealots as well, and having that front line of Zealots there is really going to help.
Yeah, that's a Protoss death ball. You don't fight it straight on. You need high tech units. You need casters. You
Yeah.
need to do special stuff.
I mean, when he had that ball of roaches there, even a single Viper in the back just abducted a mortal, and you pretty much take it out of the fight.
Yeah, you just like insta kill a couple of key units. Like how many Colossus are there? 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. That's
Four now,
5,
so
6. Oh my god, that's a
yeah,
fuck ton of
there is quite a few there. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I think
Still, that is 6 abducts, and then there is no splash damage, right?
no, like I mean, he's got the corrosive bile, maybe. No, but I don't know if
Or
those Colossus have
brood
extended thermal, don't they?
Here's a Viper! Here's a Viper! I see a Viper! Nice.
Oh, they've
A little too late.
they got the
I do love
corruptors
the
working on the on the Colossus though. That's good.
yeah.
See,
I do love the micro though. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like he could just be walking into the base though with all those immortals.
A move, that's a very legit strategy for Protoss. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
just A and let the units do their thing.
It's the Canadian way of playing StarCraft 2. A move?
With that
Just
said,
go.
like,
I don't care. Just go.
Sorry.
with that said, I think a moving is legit sometimes like a lot more effective than trying to micro the units. You know how that like the classic seeing stalkers just constantly stutter and not actually shoot,
Yeah.
or like shoot at bad times.
Yeah, or stalkers are quite fat also, so they block each other. So trying to walk them back and forth at the same time causes like body blocking and weird
Yeah.
weird results.
They should go on a diet.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Tyr executed his Protoss ball really well, but I still feel like this game was lost by Spiny more than it was won by Tyr. Because Spiny had control over the game for the majority of it. And it just kept making roaches and sending them to fight Immortals and Colossus.
Yeah, there wasn't
And
really
Zealots.
an adaptation to the army that Tyr was making. Let's go next. GG.
Hey, mind me. Good evening, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, nice. We have trophy icons.
Oh wow,
Look at that. Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Laddie, you're going to have to be very creative if for every event you're going to use a unique trophy because
Yeah.
the events are coming, you know, they are coming.
Gonna be
They are
lots.
going to
I've
they're going to keep on coming.
I've got a couple sets that I think we could just keep reusing. There's a set for the seasons, a set for tournaments, and then one for flash challenges.
Or showcase like the end of season event that we
Yeah,
want to do.
I just
Nice.
considered that a tournament basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that is it's a tournament, but not a fair one. In a sense that not everybody start equally, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Tier P against Micro Machine. Tier, this better be our weekly Micro Machine smash.
Yeah, it's getting late. We need to find one of Micro Machine losing.
That's true.
Yeah, we need our fix, our weekly fix. we need it now.
If we don't get it, we all have to give up and go home for the next week. That's it, you know.
Oh my god, that Reaper is really undecisive. I guess it can jump up, so it doesn't know what to do.
It's a really bad map for Reapers, actually. There's not a lot of decent points to do that.
Mm.
There are, but the other points are literally inside the natural, and
Yeah,
Tyr did a good job blocking the
main one. Yeah,
further jump spots. Yeah, the cliffs over there.
Does that entirely block a Reaper from getting in unless they go through the natural? Because that's pretty big, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah, so that part there, which has got the cyber core and the gateway, that would be the natural Reaper jump up spot, but obviously that's completely blocked. So yeah, there's no way of getting into the main from there. You have to go through the natural.
Wow. Cool. Well, yeah, that is a big difference to other maps, I thought.
Yeah.
Interesting. Lost Lucidity, Royal Rumble. There's a bug with the website causing it not to be selected for running matches, which I know what the issue is. I just need to fix it. So as soon as I fix that, it'll be go. And it's basically it's the flat. What is it? Flat 48 or something like that. It's basically a really small
Flat
map.
48, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really small melee map where the two bots start right next to each other. So
Yeah, and we give
not 10
them
out.
knives and guns also. So you give
Yeah.
them knives and guns and you just put them in a pit together,
Yeah,
basically.
you see what they do. But I
Yeah.
expect, at the start, it'll basically just be a worker rush map, and it'll be micro map, essentially, worker micro, which actually I was making a dedicated micro map with just probes and a pylon. But I don't know, maybe this will turn out more fun. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I think either way, that map is a great way to test the waters for the micro ladder.
Yes.
It's a nice transition that it's not exactly a micro map, but it is a micro map essentially.
And every bot should be hopefully compatible with it. I'm sure there will be bots
Yeah.
that assume the existence of a natural or something and they'll crash, but that's a lot less to deal with, I think, than entirely removing the concept of having a base and only starting with a
And
couple units.
economy and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
that's right.
Definitely. Looks
Oh,
like
nice
this is
done.
our weekly fix, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is actually going really well for Tier right now. Like we're seeing a lot of good maps for Tier.
He just
tonight.
walked his army into the middle of the base and just sitting there.
That's brilliant. Yeah,
Ambassador,
that Colossus
we got our orders from the High Council. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, those SCV kills. Ouch.
Kills on that Colossus right there.
Yeah.
But no, Tier's back with a bang this week, definitely.
Yeah, and that's just before Probots, which I hope is a sign. I'm waiting for Tyr to bring it because he didn't in the last event, and I know he prepared some really interesting and entertaining things that sadly we did not get a chance to see. So
Yeah.
I'm crossing my fingers. I want to see Tyr perform well in this tournament, and I think looking at this and last game, I think he will.
He's
Looks
on
like
the way
he's
to
going to
doing
be.
that, yeah, definitely.
Mm. Is the Warp Prism Micro a new thing, or has he had that for a while?
He's had that for a while.
Okay, I just haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. I think it might not have been switched on, or he might have tweaked it a bit, but yeah, it's been there for quite a while, I think.
So who is Tyr against in Probots? I know I should be the one to know this, but I've no idea. Do you guys know?
Not sure actually.
That is an untrue statement. Just because you are the technical guy that's helping Probots run games doesn't mean you
True. I just
should
mindlessly push
know.
buttons.
Yeah, you press buttons and hope for the best.
Ah, Infi.
Against Infi, okay,
So the
that's a hard
harvester.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to start. I mean, looking at the actual draw for Probots, there is no easy games there. Like, you know,
Yeah.
You've got some really top quality bots all facing off.
I'm really proud, guys. I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
love
the
it.
concept of easy games is over. I think
Yeah.
that's over. There are no more easy games. Every bot can beat every bot, at least at the top,
Yeah.
at top of the ladder.
Once you get to the level where you're qualifying for pro bots, that's pretty much like you've got a chance against anyone.
I think
Yeah, we made such progress. Really.
additional violence plays Ketrock, I think, mind me.
But that's the thing, like even AP, who really hasn't been updated much at all, it still puts out really good games. Like it just shows that, yeah. Well, once upon a time, you'd start the tournament and you'd sort of have to work your way through the you know the bot that someone started and made do a zealot rush or proxy marines or something, but then it just breaks because the enemy flew their CC into the corner or something.
Or the enemy, yeah, exactly, like the if it doesn't find like the it wasn't fault tolerant, let's say it like that.
That's
Okay,
right. Yeah.
it wasn't for it expected specific things, and if those things did not happen, it would crash. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, I could
Uh,
one last game for me at least. This was one I was testing with the NC. Let's see, does it work? Something
Okay.
failed.
Jason, oh, that might be because the website timed out. Maybe
I think
queue
the
it again.
website is down right now.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. I'll fix it.
How do you fix it?
I'm just gonna retry.
Oh, okay. Nice fix.
Oh, I might need to do that again.
Yeah, we have this tradition with the NC already that when we are up against each other in Probots, now the second time, and we are testing on AI Arena the day before, like tens of games.
You know, for an outsider, it doesn't look like much. But for people who know you guys and know the community, it's really entertaining to see the requested games before tournaments, like how people are preparing for each other and spamming games against each other, and I love that.
Not that many. Not that many do it on AI Arena publicly, but I was just doing it against the NC there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
With that-
this is one of the games I was testing to drop, playing with drops, and it is actually goes pretty well in the even though it's not perfect, it goes pretty well. But then I lose because just like tank versus tank, like tank line versus tank line, my unit control is much worse. But the actual drop and like what happens there goes pretty well for me, I think.
Nice.
What do you guys think about allowing for requested matches to be private on AI Arena?
I
I don't know.
I feel like it should be the case, but then we create a scenario where, let's say I have a bot, let's call it Elad, and you Laddie, you have a bot, let's call it Chance, just an arbitrary name I chose.
Just yeah, just by
And
chance.
I want to request, yeah, exactly, and I want to request a private game against Chance. So what's happening here now is that your bot is playing a game that you don't have an access to. You can't watch the replay, you can't see the result, you can't see anything.
That's right.
That seems a little, a little weird to me. Like it doesn't, it's not
Yeah.
right.
But if I talk about this game quick, now this is what Jens is doing early on, that he has this sort of Reaper Hellion. He comes to the natural sort of the poke, and then when there's a bunker there, he waits, and the Medivac picks up the Hellions, and he tries to go to my main, and the Liberator is also there.
Ah, That's cool.
Yeah, but I generally defend is okay because I have decent units to defend it with, although I lose some SCVs.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Maybe we can. That's a big issue because
But yeah, about the match request, I don't think there needs to be a private match request.
So I've no problem with it
yeah,
being private between the person who requests it and the other bot owner. That should be fine. It doesn't have to be public to everyone, but the bot who's the author of the bot who's playing the game should have access to it.
yeah, but I'm
See.
pretty sure the guy that is requesting it against a specific bot doesn't want the author to see the strategy he's trying against him,
Well,
like to
So
see if that works or not. You know?
Yeah, but
basically,
okay, this
what?
is the bot. This is the drop attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
can
this
see.
is your drop attack.
Yeah, this
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I camp. I wait with the army outside the third sort of, and then I try to drop, and it sort of barely survives the cyclone. But you see what happens. I actually at
Yeah.
least get in there, and then he is floating the third, and I'm coming with my army. But
Oh,
then,
nice,
you-
nice,
but I
nice
run,
maneuver, man.
but I run past it a bit. I don't sort of target it properly, but at least it dies in the end.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a great
I
maneuver.
I,
I
th- I
really
think
like
you
it.
did get you did get very lucky with getting this like the
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
evacuation
drop
medevac in
before
there.
isn't like if I did try to drop again on a different map or
that.
whatever,
Yeah,
it might just die with that pathing. Like,
yeah,
but yeah,
that's
but yeah, I it but anyway, it works okay. But I still lose this game now pretty soon because like he has way more air units, and then he just brings his tanks forward, and I die.
yeah. No, it's something Jency does very well. But yeah,
Yeah, but
I
I've
mean, it's a
noticed
nice
that
idea, definitely.
I noticed that this is a pretty good way of sort of getting an advantage is like killing one of his bases, but he doesn't sort of aggressively re-expand really. Like he's then just sort of screwed pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's probably one thing that bots don't do a whole lot. They try and just win instead of maybe killing a base and then pulling back and then going and killing a base and pulling back.
I think that's a natural evolution of strategies. Eventually, you can't just win because the other guy knows how to hold your attack. So you have to look for small advantages in everywhere you can get. So, like you said, you get a base, or you kill some workers, or you chip off some of his army in specific maneuvers. That's how top level pros play. They don't just go and kill each other because they can't, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and especially in TVT, like it's very hard generally for like I generally die all the time to tank lines, but like it would like even if I played against them better, it would be hard to sort of just break into the natural, but it would be quite feasible in many games to sort of seize up on the third base or whatever and kill it and get back or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a win more maneuver, right? You just extend your lead. You just get a lead and push it instead of risking everything with one attack.
Yeah, but this is what Densi does. Like I don't think any other bot does this really. That he sort of has those air units giving vision like that, and the tanks just come like very short distances forward, and then like it's very hard to do anything
yeah.
if you don't have it.
If you look at the way the Marines are playing it, they're basically just standing behind the tanks a lot of the time, and as soon as they get the opportunity to go forward, they'll go forward, take out like a tank line or something, and then retreat back again.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so good. He's got
Yeah.
like the liberators on the ramp where
Yeah,
your army spud comes in and then he runs the marines in and kills the base.
yeah.
Yeah.
The synergy is just
And now he
beautiful.
knows like he could just run his marines in
Yeah,
and like that's so so well done.
yeah. He's using the map analyzer for those decisions.
Okay.
I feel like I'm taking way too much credit here because he just gets an interface to play with. He built the logic to make this happen, which is a very complex logic and beautifully executed. The way the units complement each other and take over areas and secure areas, really, really beautiful.
Nice game.
Yeah.
That's really well played by both the bots, actually.
And yeah, Tier, regarding preferring to just run the bots locally, that's basically what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to work out a way for people not to have to work out how to run test games locally, and essentially still have a similar effect. So, I mean, that might be allowing private games, but making it so that you can only run private games against bots that essentially allow you to, which would be the same as bots that allow you to download them. Because if you can download them, you can run them locally. So if you can
Yeah.
download them, then like technically it's sort of a similar thing if you can request private games against them.
Yeah.
But really, the idea in my mind is to make AI Arena a tool so that people don't have to set up their own environments, and we can all sort of work on the same tool set, the AI Arena tool set, which sort of helps everyone run test games and do machine learning tests
Develop
and stuff
their
like that.
bots.
Yeah,
Speed up the
exactly.
development. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
if you've got a lot of if you like work a full-time job and you've got a decent amount of free money to just throw around, but you don't have the time to set up the test environments, like I imagine Jensy is probably similar to that. He's a big donor to the ladder, and he probably doesn't have the time to stuff around making his own private environment. So for him, being able to donate to the ladder and for us to generate tools for him to save his own time, he probably is quite happy to do that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also Jens, like there's many of the top bots that don't want to be downloadable. Like Jens is constantly testing against them. Like it,
Yeah.
I don't think him. I talked to him quite a bit, and I don't think he minds that it's public. Like it's the same with me. Like I don't, like when I was testing against Jensi, I don't care if it's public. Like I was just sort of like trying some stuff. That's whether it works or not. I don't really, and like, yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, maybe to make it fair, yeah, it would need to have the other bot enable the ability for people to run private games against them or something. I'm not sure. I'm just sort of throwing the idea out there because I think it would be really cool for people not to have to set up their own local environments. And to address your point, I do intend, if we're to have the system be, same as having your own local environment, yeah, the bot data would need to update because otherwise it's not that useful, or not as useful. That's for sure.
I am going to have to go because I have a cute kitten that hasn't been fed yet and she needs feeding.
Yeah,
Good.
I have to go too, guys.
Cool.
It was
Cool.
I missed you. I really missed you, guys.
Yeah, we missed you the last couple of weeks. Been
Great
dry
stream,
without. Yeah,
and we'll talk soon. Good night,
definitely.
guys.
All right, speak to you
Okay.
in a bit.
Thanks, guys. Cheerio.